not going to be able to take the start unless they're sitting at the end of the pit lane in the dynamic GT Porsche, but they're not on this rolling lap. Max Verstappen is, though, and he in that third-placed Ferrari, having done all the running this morning as well, so he will know precisely what the conditions were doing hours ago. Not sure it will have changed a great deal. Ambient temperature will be up a bit, so that will be bringing the track temperature with it as well, but there's not a great deal of direct sunlight on any of the circuit. The parallel public road will just disappear into the shade when you compare the speeds. At the moment, actually, the road traffic's doing about the same speed as the rolling lap pace, but you just wait for this first lap down the Dottinger Hill, which is the classic slipstream action potentially, to maybe have a lead change at the end of lap one going into Tiergarten. It must be 3 times that you can go from the Tankstelle up towards the main entrance.
Yeah, there can't be many racing circuits in the world where we have a public road running alongside the main straight. Not that the drivers can see it. There's a flank of trees on their left as they approach, but this is not just an ordinary circuit. How many circuits have villages within their infield? This one does, because the villages were there first. The circuit was built in the 1920s all around to bring employment to the area. As I mentioned, so many manufacturers have now got employment in the area. It's a huge, huge draw, and long may the Nürburgring last. But if we've got a new bunch of fans this weekend, of course, this is the second time Max Verstappen has raced here, but the first time he was the grid. He's racing a Ferrari. Yeah, well, not a Red Bull, but it's a Red Bull sponsored Ferrari, Verstappen.com, run by Emil Frey Racing. But he's on the second row. It's an Aston Martin on pole position alongside an Audi, and then comes the Ferrari. I'm sure an awful lot of eyes are watching this. Let's see what happens.
Don't discount Ford either, with a great result last time out in NLS 8 when Frank Stippel was part of that lineup. He's going to be dancing between 2 cars, it looks like, by the entry list. But now the cars all being given the order to be 2 abreast. It's a rolling start, and as they head out of Tiergarten and over that little lip which brings them back onto the start-finish straight of the Grand Prix circuit, the lead car dives to the right. They're all being shown the red lights on the gantry at this point, but they all turn green now, and hard onto the throttle will go Max Verstappen, who pulls out from alongside or from behind the Aston Martin and draws level. He's going to try and outbrake the pole-sitting car. There's a crash further back, though, and that is the Cup car that has piled into the rear of if it hit the Aston Martin, possibly, or the Aston's continued. The 917 car, though, sideways, that could have been a far, far worse incident. The silver Porsche ends up partly in the gravel, but Max Verstappen, thankfully, already in the lead, didn't know a great deal.